September 11th happened, and I just absolutely felt compelled to go into the service. And that was really the first place that I ever felt connected, so to speak. Like I was part of something bigger than myself. I'd gotten out of the Marines in 2006. I never, ever imagined that I would be a farmer. A few generations ago, Grandpa Huffman was a farmer, and I remember being on the tractor with him as a young boy. And it always kind of stuck with me, and it all started with me, with my family and my girls. Not only were we trying to bring the healthiest foods to our family and my daughters, we've really started to work to be able to feed our local community. And part of the evolution that happened was because of you.
I remember that first time that we met, you had such a passion, not just about your service as a Marine, but a larger service to your family and also the larger community that you wanted to feed as well as a beginning farmer.
Yeah.
I joined after 9/11. It was something I'd planned on doing as a career in the military. And unfortunately, my stint in the military got cut short because of an injury that happened during training. And for me, when I came home, my biggest struggle was finding purpose. I was home, 25 years old, a disabled vet, trying to find that next mission. And a lot like you, that mission was feeding my communities through agriculture.
I grew up in a conservative Christian family. I was kind of raised my whole life, with SNAP benefits and stuff like that being a weakness. But if you're in Flint, Michigan, and you don't have access to healthy and good food, you're forced to go to convenience stores. You're looking through beer and chips to find something that's healthy for your kids.
Out of all the veterans I've ever worked with within the state, and I mean, there's been hundreds, you were focused on reaching the most vulnerable by making sure that your farm could accept SNAP benefits so that those women and children and men that have been affected by the lead crisis in Flint, they would have access to that healthy, fresh food.
I actually was able to take our hand-grown organic produce and sell to the mothers in Flint, Michigan, the ones who were using their SNAP benefits to do the major bulk of their purchases, and then the Double Up food program. I have this one single mother that showed up like a lot. We talked about the healthy greens, and the exercise being coupled together is one of the only things that parents can do to mitigate lead being in the bones of your child because you've been poisoned by the water. And she's like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I needed to see. I don't want any sprays going on in this. How many chemicals I've already had going to my son? She's, I want it to be as pure as it can be. And she's like, I can't afford this without the Double Up Bucks program. There's no way.
Yeah.
That story, that woman, that mother, and that one child, that's enough for all of the effort for me.
I grew up in a pretty conservative household as well, where food stamps, and I mean, that's what SNAP is food stamps. People abuse the system to get free food. Maybe I thought about it as a handout. And when I think about people that I've met in Flint, the people I've worked with in Flint, these are hardworking people. These are people that want to have a chance to be able to live a life that's not plate to plate. Where am I going to get that next meal? And when I think about SNAP, now the way I look at it is it's a hand up, because without having access to food, how can you accomplish anything else? It is the fundamental spot where we start. It's not just about access to food. It's about access to hope.
Yeah.
I just want to say, for all that you do for your community, for your family, as a friend of mine, thank you for being the Marine you are and being willing to stand up just like always when others may not.
Yeah, well, you have been a blessing to my family, my farm, and the work that we're doing. Thank you, sir.